Hi there, I am Angela Zugu. I work with newly married individuals who are engaged or in a very serious relationships to help them build lasting connections with their partner. Today, I want to discuss something that many couples overlook, but it is so important before you tie the knot. And that is how to ensure that your goals, your values and vision align with your partner. So when you are in a serious relationship, you are not just committing to the person, you are committing to their purpose, to their mission, and to their long-term vision for life. In other words, if you are in a relationship with someone, it's not all about marrying to the person, you are also marrying to whatever they represent. Alright? So it is very essential that you both are on the same page in this regard before you get married. It's very important because a couple of times I see clients when they come to me, one of the things I noticed immediately when they begin to share their story with me is that both of them are not on the same page. So what does that mean for you and your partner not being on the same page? That's what we're going to talk about today in this video. So let's dive into why these conversations are so important. Before you tie the knot, let me share a story with you. A couple I know was preparing for marriage, but they ran into some challenges when it came to their future plans. So the man had a fantastic vision for the marriage. He wanted his fiancée to go back to school, develop new skills, and secure a better paying job to help improve their financial situation before they both started to have children. On the other hand, his fiancée had a very different vision altogether. She wanted to settle down first, start a family, have children, and then perhaps later in life think of pursuing further education or career. Now, both of their ideas are valid. Their thoughts are so fantastic. It's valid, right? They both had the best intentions for their future together. However, the problem wasn't that their goals were wrong. No, not at all. It can't be. It was that their priorities weren't aligned at that time. So there is a problem because both of them have different views or different ideas for the marriage. None of them is wrong, but then the timing and the alignment are not the same, right? And that's what I'm talking about today. The alignment and the timing and the priorities are quite different. And this brings me to an important point. When you are planning your future with someone, when you are in a relationship with someone, it is very crucial that you are aligned in your vision together with the person. Where you may have the same ultimate goals, like building a happy, successful marriage, goals, what you want to accomplish when you get married, fantastic ideas, how you have aligned or planned your life to be, what you can do when both of you come together as man and wife. It is also vital that you share similar values and a common understanding of how to get there. So important. In the case of this couple, their timing and priorities were different. The man was focused on career growth and improving their financial future, while the woman, his fiancée, was focused on family and nurturing children. So you can see that they both have fantastic ideas and plans for the marriage, but something is wrong. The timing is a problem. And this can pose a potential problem in their marriage if these things are not properly addressed at the onset of their relationship. So at that point in their lives, they were not on the same page. Their values and visions didn't align at that moment at all. Now, what happens when couples overlook these important conversations? That is what I want to ask you right now. What will be your thought when you think that you and your partner may have fantastic ideas for each other, but both of you are not aligned in your values, goals, and vision? Often, these issues don't surface until after the wedding. You may not see it. You may not be able to analyze it, right? But after the wedding, they will begin to surface little by little. So you may think we will figure it out, we'll figure things out. But it doesn't sound the way it looks. Or sometimes we get things swept up in the excitement of love. and wedding plans. You get carried away, right? And so we forget to discuss important things. And these big conversations get put on hold until later in your marriage. And that's the problem we have today. But these are exactly the things that could impact the longevity of your marriage. It is easy to get caught up in the euphoria of love. Oh yes, but those conversations about finances, goals, family, how many kids, career, values are the key things that form the foundation of your future together. So when individuals overlook these conversations before getting married, the couples will risk entering the union with the hidden assumptions and potential conflicts that can later strain the relationship. And so many things will begin to fall out. So when you neglect to have these conversations, there are the risk of so many things. Assumptions that will lead to disappointment, mistrust and argument, clash of beliefs that impact major life decisions, divorce, breakup. So many things will come in place. These are the consequences of not having these conversations before marriage. You feel disappointed even, resentment, sadness, unmet expectations, feelings of neglect, or even lack of understanding. It will also result in frustration when partners discover differences in their habits and priorities. It will bring dissatisfaction and intimacy struggles later in your marriage, miscommunication and even frustration. So check if you and your partner are compatible to avoid experiencing all these things I have mentioned. If you are not discussing these things during your engagement, during the time you are having courtship, they may become the very things that can cause major conflicts down the road in your marriage. I've already said that. You begin to have issues in your marriage when these things can be easily settled before you even get married in the first place. Okay? So, in the case of these couples, while both of them had good intentions, their visions didn't match. We have seen that clearly they have different opinions or goals for the marriage. So one wanted to focus on career and financial growth before starting a family, while the other wanted to focus on family and nurturing children. So there are different things, even though they are fantastic, right? Now, I want to be clear. There is no right or wrong here. Everyone has fantastic ideas. Their individual visions are both perfectly valid. But if they had communicated more openly and clearly about their priorities earlier in their relationship, they would have realized sooner that they weren't aligned at that time in their life. Their goals did not match yet, right? This is why open communication during engagement is so crucial. And that is so many things we need to talk about when you are engaged with someone. It's a time to open your eyes and ask important questions. Ask questions that are very vital. Understand so many behaviors that are not being communicated. Things that are not being voiced out. You have to understand them and put one or two together to know if you align with this person or not. It's not just about sharing your love for each other. It's also about understanding each other's values, goals, and vision for the future. Very important. So during courtship, you need to ask these tough questions. Do we agree on how we want to live our lives together? Are our priorities the same right now? What do we both want for our marriage, our career, and even our family? I understand that these conversations can be difficult, right? I know. But we gotta talk, discuss it. We have to talk about it. It's not something we can hide or something we can postpone or say, okay, we'll figure it out, we'll manage. We have to say it the way it is so we can know where we are, right? And know whom and what I'm committing my life to. You may fear that discussing such topics may bring up disagreements. But it is far better to face these things now before you walk down the aisle, rather than dealing with them later when emotions are more complicated. So, as you talk to your partner about these important issues, I encourage you to look for signs of alignment. For example, if one partner is always vague about goals or consistently shows a lack of responsibility in areas of paying bills, you have to know and discover and talk about it early in your relationship, or if he or she is being proactive about career plans. This could be red flags. Okay? So you have to talk about it, bring it up and discuss it critically in your relationship and know where you are. Maybe you have also noticed that your partner is always too busy to take care of finances or even contribute to important household tasks. These patterns could carry over into marriage and affect your relationship in the future if you fail to address it now or call it what it is. Right? So it is important to ask yourself questions. What they say match with what they do. I always say this. I have to know that you're honest with me. If what you say with your mouth is what you do with your life, two of them must align. If you say one and do the opposite, I will immediately know that there is a red flag. Are we really on the same page? Ask yourself these questions. What are our plans for tomorrow? Do we agree? Do we accept each other? Is there something that are not clear to you? Ask questions. Have that conversations. I tell you, it will pay later. So, if you are in a serious relationship right now and you are unsure whether you and your partner are aligned on key issues in your relationship, I encourage you to reach out to me right now. This is exactly what I do. Reach out to me so we can have things straighten up, right? We can talk things over. We can hear each other, encourage each other, so that you both can make a sound and informed decision. As a coach, I specialize in helping engaged couples work through these kinds of tough conversations. Together, we can help you navigate potential challenges and ensure you are both clear about what you are committing your life to before saying I do. So, if you are unsure about your partner's values, or you are even worried about potential issues down the line, it is not a bad idea to talk to someone who can guide you through it. So you get clarity before committing to that relationship, right? It is better to get clarity now while you are still engaged, while you are still in the engagement phase, than to face complications later when you are already married. Remember, it is not just about love. Love is essential, but it is not enough to build a successful marriage. It is about making sure that both partners are aligned and committed to the same vision with clear communication and mutual understanding. If you are in a relationship and there are doubts, things you are unsure about, don't ignore them. Let's talk. Let's talk it through right now before things become complicated. Thank you for watching. If you have found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe for more insights and building strong, healthy relationship with your spouse. And if you have any questions or concerns about your relationship right now, don't hesitate to reach out. I am here to help you. Thank you. I will see you in my next video. Bye.